All right. So now we go to the next user story. I think we're done with this. This is done. And the profile is done. And the profile is done. Now we have the next user story is deleting address. Deleting address. And that's actually the backend code. That's the front end code. Deleting address, there is like the code is, the API URL is this, and plus the ID, of course. And then, of course, 400, 200, 400. Why there is 400, I don't know exactly. One is invalid address ID, something went wrong. If I am the developer or I am the QA, I will raise a question on it. So why the 400 both? Invalid address. So now look at this part. As I mentioned, HTTP code is implemented. The description has to be relevant or meaningful based on your user story. Isn't it confusing now? Look at this. 400, 400. Something went wrong, an invalid address ID. So from the quality point of view, raise the question right away, the why it is. I'm expecting something different. This one means the ID, because you cannot just delete you cannot log into my account and you cannot delete my address. So, but if I am typing the wrong ID, then it will not work, which is fine. But why something went wrong, I don't know. But both has been used the same error code. So that's the quality assurance can raise the question. And this is the information on the Swagger as well. But let's go see if Swagger is the same or not. That's how you know what is this API? Address. You see this? I don't know. She knows because you spend time on it, so you know. Under address.
Delete address.
And let's go. Here is only 2 bad requests. See, there is also problem here. You see the problem? The description is different there. Description is different here. So you are not writing the code. You are now ensuring the code is written properly. Or you are actually exposing the proper description. So it was different on the code base, right? That's how quality assurance and cloud of engineer actually respond. Make sense? So you are not writing the code, but still you are identifying what the issue is going on, and that's how you communicate in the right direction with the developer. Okay, let's go back here. So we found the issues here, and of course, that's we have to fix. Now let's go. That's actually the address is. Once you update the address, you see the address is here, and that's actually in the database. I think we picked the two different like a screenshot, but yes, whatever you see on the user interface under the same ID, you should be seeing on the database the same thing. Now let's go to the next user, deleting address. Oh, that's the one we done, right? Searching product. Searching product. Of course, in any application you go, search is very important. On the e-commerce, you search the product, you search your order, you delete, you search a product to delete your order, so many things. So there is an API. So that's the backend logic, and this is the front-end implementation. So this is the user story is, as a buyer, I should be able to search a product on the e-commerce application, web application. And this is the backend, and this is the front end. So, and then of course we have the database as well. Here is the front end. Before it is the front end code. This is actually the front end, and that's the database. See? And now there is another one, creating an address. Of course, as a buyer, I may have the multiple address, right? When you buy the product from Amazon, right? What happened? You can send your address. You can send to anybody's address. So that we give the functionality to the users that you can create multiple address. That's the backend API logic, and that's the field you are passing, and that's the front end consumption. And here is the user interface. That's what the front end for the users, and that's actually the database information. See, all the user story work the same way. They are the same. Now let's go to the different User story, getting all the orders. As I said, as the buyers, I want to see all the orders, all my orders, right? So look at this. There is an API for this, and there is actually the front end code for this, and the front end code has been implemented, the backend API. And then here is the user interface, and here is your database. Now in the orders, what you can see? Of course, delivered, cancel, pending, right? Payment method, all of this. Look at this. So thus, it will be written here. It will be actually written here. And then, of course, implemented in the front end code, and the front end interface is here, and the back end, database is here. Another user story is, oh, now we do not have any more user story. That's good. So any question, look at this. So that's actually how the user story works, and how the user story actually we develop. In the sprint planning, we identify all the user story, and then we work as a team. Team means the whole team we work, and then we actually continue in our sprint. So I actually built this one